never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga.
All right, let me get out of your way and let you sing. All right?
Okay.
The Jones.
All right. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Big Dice the Ruler, been outside since we was drinking Calvin Coolers. I got a good one lined up for y'all. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but I watched that Knicks game. And they lost. And they lost. If I start talking about that Knicks game, I will not be able to get into the show because I'm heartbroken. I ain't gonna front. I'm heartbroken right now. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. Y'all don't even know what I've been going through ever since the Brooklyn Nets came to Brooklyn. Come on, I'm from the Bernard King era. Like this is something different. You understand what I'm saying to you? Y'all thinking about Patrick Ewing. I'm from that Earl of Pearl, that Bernard King era. You understand what I'm saying to you? Way before the Mark Jacksons, the Spreewells, the Anthony Houstons, the Stephon Marburys. You know what I'm saying? Way before that, man. Way before that. But you know, if anybody but a dead body can hear me crystal clear, because I got a show for you. And my people's told me to do this too. I'm going to start telling y'all too. Let me explain something to y'all. Because my people said to support, hit that Cash App, $170 dice. This is how the channel grows. I appreciate the love. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? And we got Brooklyn for Life at the PayPal. $170 at the Cash App. That's only if you feel like rocking and rolling. If not, like China said, put it in the comment section. If anybody but a dead body can hear me. Let me get some dice cubes so I can shout out everybody that done typed in the chat. I got one for you today. I have one for you today. I'm telling you this right now. You know, I got some grown folks. Yo, let me tell you something. I got some grown folks conversation for you, and I know I'm going to blow your mind. I'm going to keep it funky with you. To my fellas, I'm going to blow your mind. Because, you know, what they do is they like to put stuff in books. They like to hide stuff from us in them books. Angie Baby said you can hear me crystal clear. I appreciate you. Dog Soldier said he can hear me crystal clear. Hold up, my nigga Frank Boo said the Knicks ain't been popping since they did Bernard dirty. You know what? You got a fact there. I had to stop for a minute from the comrade speaking on that. You dig? Let's get into this and scream out everybody to shout it out and type in the building. Angie Baby is in the building. I said I'm gonna have to patent that too. Shout out to OG Bobby. I'm gonna have to patent that. They trying to get my Diddy bop. They trying to get my Diddy bop. We got GP on the tube. We got GP on the tube. He in the building. We got the comrade. He's home. Frank Boo is in here. Vertical Talk. Y'all got y'all links. Yo, Angie, you know your job, sis. You got to drop them links. Every time I wink. Can you dig what I'm saying? That's what I need to do. We got Phoenix Blaze in the building. We got Miss Phoenix Blaze in the building. I appreciate you for pulling up. We got Dog Soldier, part of the trifecta. Make the trifecta 3 is my man Hank McCoy. Make sure y'all get over there and rock with him. You dig what I'm saying? Hank is doing great content. He's doing around tasting food. He's involving his children, his daughter, and everything. That family, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know they're doing this shit with the gangs and all that, right? Shout out to my man Gav. I'm rocking that legal guap. Yeah, I'm rocking that legal guap. And of course, I got a low shirt on. Shout out to my man Dav and them over at Legal Guap on Instagram. If y'all want to get over there and support my guy, he got great clothing over there. He got great clothing over there. Simple and plain. Ain't nothing to talk about. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to talk about. Make sure y'all get over there and check it. You understand? We got some things to talk about tonight. I'm going to save the Pope for the last. Before we get into this, how y'all feel about the Pope passing away? You know, y'all do understand the Pope passed away the day after Easter. How y'all feel about that? Chilling with love. I see you in the building, sis. And whoever don't like it, I fuck with chilling with love. You dig what I'm saying? She family over here. I know it ain't nobody in here. I'm just talking about the motherfuckers that be watching in the background trying to stir up shit. That's my fucking sister right there. Sister from another mother. That's a fact. So if whoever don't like her, cover your ears, ladies. Go suck your I ain't gonna do it. Miss Phoenix says she ain't got no comment on it. She also said that's a wild one to think about. Dog said, yo, ninjas die every day, B. Shout out to Cameron and Uncle Murder. That's a fact. But you know he died at 88 years old. 88 years old, and you know they said 8.8 is when something crazy is going to happen, because you know we just hit 8 billion, like 2020, 2021. The world's population, ladies and gentlemen, is 8 billion plus. But I'm going to get into that last. I'm going to have you change your panties on this one, ladies. Yo, fellas, you're going to see if you shitting on yourself. I'm about to tell you some shit that's going to blow your fucking mind. Cynical One, I see you in the building. Shout out to one of the visionaries over there with my man. You dig what I'm saying? DS1 Ross, my favorite YouTube content creator. Yo, and make sure y'all listen. I apologize for this weekend. I was supposed to do the Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Wasn't even thinking about the Easter weekend and all that. So it was postponed. But Saturday, I was going to do it Saturday, but shout out to Artist Morrison at the Light Side. 6:30, first episode featuring me, Light Side, grown, Light Side questions, Light Side grown folks questions. I'm honored. He got me over there. He said, yo, Dice, I'm not talking about no dirty sector shit. He said, I want to get on the shit like you and D. He said, you and Sheepsy. He said, Sheepsy sleep name too. He said, I'm fucking with that type shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm going to do that clash and everything. I'm going on my world tour. He said, but I want this to be some grown shit. I'm with it. You know, I'm always going to fuck with it. I'm always going to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Word up. That's a fact. She said, thanks. I'm at work listening. Hey, chat. She said the 911 attacks happened on 9/11, which is the number used for energies, and it's wild. But see, let me tell y'all something about another number. Remember this. From 1614 to 9/11 AD, 1614 to 9/11 AD, I'm gonna blow y'all mind. They say that shit ain't even real. That shit is just all fake. That shit is all fake. That's fact. Blame it on the cheesecake. That's all you can do. But if y'all pay attention to what Donald Trump said, he only been in since January. Number one, he said he want that money that everybody owe the United States. He going at China real hard. He want that money that everybody owe the United States. Canada, see, y'all talking about this bullshit. Canada is threatening to disconnect the electricity in the United States. Did anybody hear about that? See, I came to talk to y'all about some grown folk shit. Some shit that's you need to be worried about and paying attention to for you and the safety of your family. Like I said, Canada is threatening to disconnect all the power in the United States of America. That's some deep shit. I didn't even know they was that motherfucking powerful. I thought they was just running their fucking mouth. They some very dangerous individuals if they have the power to cut off every piece of electricity that everybody in here right now is using. That everybody in here right now is using. No internet. You can't charge your phone. But let me tell you some deep shit. Show y'all something about just went down in the Bronx. Check this out. They locked up 20 people. I'm gonna say 20 friends. See, because this is what upsets me. The word gang. There was a movie back in the days called Gangs of New York. The word gang doesn't even come from our culture. This is facts. Gangs of New York, that was talking about 1800s and 1700s and all that Western time when barbaric action. That gang word didn't even come from us, but it seems like when a group of individuals that are A alike, B alike, same mind, a group of children or teenagers that are being teenagers. Pay attention. I didn't say they were adults. I said they were being teenagers. If they all do it together in the same activity, they're gang. These tactics that they're doing right now to me, City Boy Floyd, I see you. These tactics that they're using right now for our children, matter of fact, for everybody, whether you black, white, young or old, these tactics that they're using, that, like they said, the investigations unbeknownst to you or whomever else that is going on, the investigations that are intruding into your lifestyle. Now, pay attention. This is the only thing I don't like about the word investigation when it comes to the authorities. They have the right to go through everything of your life, and you've never had a crime. You've never been documented with a parking ticket. But because of hearsay, or maybe a lifestyle that you display that they feel as though does not compute to what your annual pay should be yearly or your salary, this is a reason for an alarm to go off. So check this out. If you make $42,000 a year, but you're driving a $60,000 car and you got on an $18,000 chain, you got on a $23,000 watch, you got on a $1,500 pair of jeans, you got on a $3,500 pair of sneakers, and you have on a $1,500 shirt, they have the right to investigate your motherfucking life, because if you make 40, your money is all in the motherfucking car, and you still owe 20 on the back of the motherfucking car. And if you only getting $40,000 a year and you're driving a $60,000 car and you know you're getting $40,000, how the fuck you paying your bills and how the fuck are you eating? Shots, I see you. If you only make $40,000 a year, what happens to your mortgage, your rent, your car insurance, your food every month, your children's food every month, your attire? So how you, okay. But I want to pay attention. I want y'all to go over something with me right quick, because they're targeting our children now. I say my children, your children. I'm 52 years old. These kids are 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. That could be my child. And this is what they're doing to our peoples. This is what they're doing to our children. Yo, free my guy Clips, man. And I want y'all to put this in hashtag free KLIPZ into his backwards, y'all. Listen to the pain of my man right quick. Listen.
Niggas know the vibes, man. Talk to you niggas, man. Nightmare.
Oh my God.
Nightmare.
That's a trizzy.
Couple of my homies find cases. I just pray they here with me the day that I get famous, cause those my niggas and I love them to death. Play with them, I put some slugs in your chest. Yeah, we really started from the bottom, hustling, wasn't getting no rest. We wasn't waiting on the government check. Once I started getting chicken, fuck bitches, I start loving them less. And fuck them niggas who ain't fuck with us then. Back when we used to share a slice of pizza, cause our pockets is empty, and 6 of us used to chip in on a bottle of Henny. Now I cop some 42 for a bitch named Jenny. I say I'm trying to fuck, you know that she let me. Cause she know I hustle and I'm tough, so she sucking me sloppily. Plus I'm light skinned, but don't never think you can bother me. Bitch, I keep a Glock. Once a show, just know you ain't stopping me. Favorite activity is shootings and robberies. What you know about it? Boy, I watch some snakes with a bird's eye. I can feel them creeping, scheming. Guess it's my third eye. Karma trying to catch me. Yeah, they say I'm the worst I am. Really in these streets, lurking, doing some dirt. Why? Cause if a nigga violated, know the gang is all for the get back. Trying to get fly, get by. That's where we flip packs. Keep it cool around my niggas. If you skinny or bro, like it doesn't matter. Bullets rip through his 6-pack. He ain't talking money, nigga, fuck with a chit chat. I leave a zigzag on his face with a blade like he wrist wrapped. Catch the drop and smoke out like the flame watch his wig crack. Then I whip the coke up so my wrist snap. Let's talk about them days I was down bad. I never forget that. Had to borrow that designer. Yeah, my outfit was mismatched. Bitches wouldn't even break me off a piece of a Kit Kat. Now they fuck me and don't want my dick back. I told the little bitch I'm in a rush. She needs a gift from on top of me, cause I'm chasing these dollars, trying to cop me some property, trying to start a monopoly. Sounds like an anomaly, or like karate, chop them bricks up properly. Either way I'm working, and either way they hurt me, cause they hate to see a nigga doing good when they believe that I wasn't worth shit. But this a public service announcement. Bitch, suck my dick, I'm back now. What I got, I earned it. Tried to lock me down, but they couldn't break my spirit. They know Clip's the big demon. Feel the heat when you get near him, baby. Mama talking shit, won't ever tell it like it is. Truthfully, she just trying to lie me to catch another
bed, being nasty and spiteful and playing games with my kids. They go to social media and tell you I'm a piece of shit. This shit is crazy. And plus these pussy niggas lately downplaying all my moves when it's really cause they hating. Then my time stood tall, made it back, I waited patient. Now it's killing them to think that Darren Peterson could make it. Cause they recognize Darren Peterson's talent isn't basic. And I started from the basement, man, it's hard for them to face it. Was that kid out the group home, always had dirty shoes on and hand-me-down outfits. And I can tell you about it. When you was 12 and went to school with your new backpack, I was in juvenile, fighting for my snacks back. Used to ask my mom for $10, cops and me and Jay. Now I got 42 for your bae. She gon' need the gang. Money make your wifey go astray. I get that every day. And the homies wildin', she wanna be around them. 25K views in 1 month. I'm from Haverstraw, them boys and reach 1,000. Ain't no, I'm astounding. Fresh off a 6-year bid, I had it litty. In less than 10 months, I'm a legend in my city. Shut out the real ones showing love and them haters watching. My hood on my back, yeah, I'm representing Brooklyn. And fuck them sneaky bitches plotting like we gotta stop them before he prove it's wrong. Just a thought makes him nauseous. Gang told me stay positive and stick to this music shit. I really be robbing and shooting shit that look like ruler sticks. Riding, sliding in the hoopty whip to make the doula split. Even the driver get it top, trying to catch another op and free the homie. He been down for like 15. He 31, he ain't been home since he was 16. At 16, he wasn't trying to write 16s. He was spinning blocks with a Glock that holds 16. Now he in the yard spinning bars and his shit mean. Cause he got talent, plus he's smart with some big dreams. And I just left him, man, I wish that he came with me. But we could only pray for his appeal. Got his with him, I miss him. But I don't miss them days I call my bitch, she don't answer. Or talk to my mom, she sick and think she got cancer. When I was in the box starving every single day, I would've cut a nigga's face for a PB&J. This shit real, huh? I just wanna bust a brick sale and throw 200 grams to my mans, tell him get bills so he can know how buying what he wants for his kid feels. Or pay his mom's rent. Just a thought makes me get chills. This shit real. It could all be so simple. I disregard the law, sell raw and blow pistols. If you go against my squad, I pray that the Lord with you. It's gonna be a sad song as soon as the fall hits you. Spaghetti sauce, soul in the door, your dog's rental. It's sad cause your dog ain't know he's gonna get you. But if he stand by you, that mean he gon' fall with you. He gon' wish he never stopped at the store to get more swishers. Leave him right there. We shoot pistols, we don't fight fair. Cause last time we tried, the other side brought a knife there. So we gon' leave them guys traumatized, it's a nightmare. I promise he gon' die. Eyes wide in his night gears. Or catch him in his yard, leave him dead in his house slippers. Put him on a shirt, now he famous, yeah, we clout giving. Niggas holler when my Nina scream. Yeah, we shout different, slide up in your bitch DM. Then I'm in her mouth with it. They say money can't buy you happiness. Well, I disagree, cause I was just broke in the cell and they ain't had shit to eat. When my niggas pitching them packs, yeah, we got kids to feed. Fuck misery, we risking our lives all for the chips and cheese. Nigga front up in the club, here we getting busy. Stupid snuck a knife in. Bitch, I got a glizzy with me, and you brought your broad with you. Boy, I brought some killers with me. They know we the bad guys, but I don't got no villains with me. It's plenty powers and blazers up on my side, nigga. Told them first one to reach, first one to die, nigga. Ain't no OGs in my hood no more, it's mine, nigga. But listen, shout out the gang, we on.
That's what they trying to do. Shout out to the Cash App I just got from Lucky Strike. I don't know if that's Dog Soldier or somebody else, but shout it out. Grown folks music, man. That's my man SMM Jeezy, Sex Money Murder Jeezy, his brother. Clips, yo, say it till he come home. We got Artist Morrison in the building. I just said his name. Yeah. Let's make sure Saturday, 6:30. Grown folks conversation, light side, grown questions. I'm honored. Artist Say Your Dice. I want you to do the first one with me. He shouted out Sheep Stay Sleep. Y'all know that's my favorite content creator. Yo, shout out to Frank Boo, too. He in the building. I don't suck cock or nothing like that. But when it comes to his, how can I say it? His conviction with a bunch of this sucker shit that's going on in the media, I got to salute him. I got to salute him. Because certain things, like I'm going to talk about with the Big U situation, certain things, man, certain things I promise you, this is nothing I'm glorifying. It's just certain things that I noticed the way the world is going today is incredibly full. Thank you, Phoenix Blaze. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sis. There's so many things that's going crazy. And like I said, one thing I will say, the people that unfortunately fell to the addictions like heroin, crack, alcohol, they grabbed us up. Like if they was cool with our parents, that was our uncles, that was our aunts. Like certain things that are going on with these children today, I blame myself for and a lot of other people. You know why? Because when we get to this age, we start saying we're gonna mind our business. At my job, I got a couple of little young boys that God has just put in my circle. I don't really fuck with people like that. Been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? But God put a couple of young boys around me that if by the switch of a light, either one of these individuals, one is blood, one is CRIP. Either one of these individuals could leave the job and get money in the street because of their character, leadership skills on both of them. But both of them got children. And if you never heard me say this, the new hustle for a goon is a job. The new hustle for a street dude is a job. The new hustle for the words y'all say, for the people that was outside, like when we really was outside, is a job. First and foremost, I can't tell you what not to do. I can't tell you what you should not do. And I'm not going to tell you what you're supposed to do. But I will tell you this. The job just umbrellas so much suspicion and question, just like I'm about to show y'all right now with this gang bus, with these friends, these children. But matter of fact, let's just check it out. Tell me how y'all feel about it, man. It's just crazy. Fair YouTube usage.
The years-long investigation culminated today with a 7.
Yo, and forgive me, if you pay attention, forgive me, I'm not prejudiced for no reason. But I'm not going to say white because it's black people that do it too. Do you understand the commentators in the news, if they aren't from our neighborhoods, if they weren't in the same conditions in terms as us, how overexcited they are to report this type of news? Because I don't think they're even upset with it. It's very interesting to them. Just pay attention to this dude.
Investigation culminated today with a 73-count indictment related to more than a dozen shootings in the Bronx.
But as Ali Bauman reports, the joint announcement by the NYPD and district attorney comes amid police criticism of prosecutors.
School children running for cover on a Bronx playground. A gun pulled out steps from where 3 children cling to their parents. And a barbershop turned into a battlefield. These are some of at least 14 separate shootings in the West Farm section of the Bronx over the last 4 years, committed by the 800 YG's gang, according to the district attorney.
These defendants allegedly shot at rival gangs without any regard for the innocent bystanders.
Joined by the mayor and police.
I just spoke about this. Excuse me. I just spoke about this. They got a dread song. Black man face, white person heart. Excuse the terminology, it's just a song. What it means is, unfortunately, some people that weren't involved with, say, the nightlife or the street life or anything illegal or a criminality sense of it, some of the ones that just went to work and their families made sure they shunned them away from certain individuals. This is what they turn out to be. If you pay attention to the description of this woman, it seems like she's another one that's overexcited and just diminishing these children image. Pay attention. You know what I get mad about? Top Shots, I see you. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. You know why a lot of niggas do shit in the street, especially when they're younger? I can tell you why I did it, because I was scared. Scared of a whole host of reasons. What could happen to me? What comes with not, like they say, putting on or performing if something is brought forth in front of me? They don't talk about that word. They make it seem like that's a word that's just out. Because niggas be scared. Motherfuckers be scared to go to jail. Not because they're afraid. Motherfuckers don't want to be locked up. That's a fact. Motherfuckers are scared to get killed because it ain't really too many people coming back telling you about this other side. My mother come back in dreams all the time. My grandparents come back, my family and friends. When they come back in these dreams, these conversations don't be, check this out, when you leave. Oh, no, it don't be nothing like that. Sis, I see you in the building. Tanja, I see you in the building. Vibes, I see you in the building. I've never had them type of dreams. My dreams have always been excited because this may sound funny. I don't know if anybody can relate to this. If you can, put a dice cube up. Have you ever dreamt about somebody, a loved one or a friend or family member that you may have lost physically, but it seems like in the dream, they are there, but your subconscious is telling you, yo, you dreaming. This is all a dream. Take advantage of it for how long you can because this person is no longer physically here with us. I go through that all the time. I go through that all the time. Cold-blooded facts. I go through that all the time. But check what they're saying about these kids. Just look at their face. Look at their face. And you know, I don't trust Eric. I already told y'all I don't trust him.
Commissioner Thursday, the Bronx DA announced indictments of 20 alleged gang members with charges ranging from robbery to murder. Along with their arrests, police recovered 9 firearms, more than half, they say, linked to 24 other shootings in the city.
It's the repeated violence by a small number of people who have a total disregard for the safety of New Yorkers.
Most of the 20 suspects indicted were minors.
Now you see how they worded that? Check what he said. That go hard in court. That go hard in court. See, he's very dangerous. This is a very dangerous individual right here, Mr. Adams. Pay attention to what he said. He said that these people right here, he didn't say like he could have said, unfortunately, this is a group of kids with guns in their hands. You know what I'm saying? This has to be stopped. These kids need to be helped. They're going through something. He didn't say anything like that. He said that this group of children we talking about, are a menace to the fucking everybody out there, the world. Like they're trying to make it seem like these niggas is menaces to society. See, you should see the description that's being placed. All right, that could be his child. That could be either one of our childs. Either one of our childs out here could be caught up in some nonsense because of what we don't know. We may have an idea of, but just like we kept things away from our parents, because we didn't want to get the backlash. Yo, Eric, make sure you drop your link. I appreciate you, beloved. Facts. We didn't want to catch the backlash of our parents. Shit, I know some niggas that's cold-blooded animals, but when their mother come around, them niggas is, hey, mama, you take your hat off, man. You don't see my moms? In the hood, mama's like Debo. Mama's Debo in the hood. Y'all know that? Mama is Debo in the hood. Facts. But look what they're saying about these children. Kids, y'all. Pay attention. I know this description sounds crazy, and yes, it is fucked up that our kids, first of all, it's fucked up our kids got guns like that. It's fucked up that our kids got these guns so easily like that. Look at that gun with a beam. That's Taurus's, cheap 9mm. Them shits is $180 down here. Smith & Wesson up here, cheap ass $200 guns.
It's the repeated violence by a small number of people who have a total disregard for the safety of New Yorkers.
Most of the 20 suspects indicted were minors at the time of the crimes. Police say between them, they have 14 prior arrests for weapons possession, 8 for attempted murder or reckless endangerment, and 34 prior arrests for robbery.
This is what recidivism looks like in real life.
This was the police commissioner's first public appearance.
Uh-oh. Remember I told y'all about that pink skin? This is one right here. Y'all done seen the men. You seen the guy that on the live, them black twins, but you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to her disposition.
With the Bronx DA since she slammed the borough's rising grand theft auto rate.
If you're interested in stealing a car, the absolute best place to do it in New York City is in the Bronx. Why? Because chances are good that you'll only be charged with misdemeanor criminal possession of stolen property and then sent on your way.
I tried asking the DA about this Thursday, but so I'm wondering where the disconnect is between where police are charging and what your office is prosecuting.
Well, first we want to talk about on this topic, okay? We're going to talk on this topic.
Well, about recidivism.
But anybody else have a question on topic?
Oh, you see that? Did you catch that? Pay attention to her mannerism while she spoke to her. You know what I'm saying? And stay with me. Pay attention to the black lady's mannerisms. Because what she said is, she said, first of all, you have a host of people arrested. What are they really being charged for? She said, hold on, we're going to stay on this right here. Anybody got any questions? Pay attention to this.
I tried asking the DA about this Thursday.
Look at her face. She look like one of my cousins at the juke joint. Look at her face. She look like one of my cousins at the juke joint mad because ain't no more chicken sandwiches. With that nasty ass S-curl. She don't like one of your cousins is mad because you couldn't get a chicken sandwich. Y'all ain't got no more chicken sandwiches. And just check her response, check her posture. See, these things was taught to me, man. The tone of a person speaking to you, the way he stands, the way he or she stands, like the facial expressions. Like, this is shit that was taught to me, man. I think for myself said when the government said we can't beat their ass no more, the children went, oh yeah, he said when the government said we can't beat their ass no more, that's when the children went crazy. Just my thoughts. See, let me explain something to you. That's when weak parents decided not to check their children. My son will tell you, I personally never give a fuck about none of that shit. That's a fact. That's a fact. Pay attention to this right here. Let's go.
But so I'm wondering where the disconnect is between where police are charging and what your office is prosecuting.
Well, first we want to talk about on this topic, okay? We're going to talk on this topic.
Well, about recidivism.
But anybody else have a question on topic here?
I was ignored. A spokesman for the DA previously told us there is a difference between what the police charge at arrest and what we can prove in court.
And today is a way that we are holding these people accountable for causing the harm and the violence in our community.
Okay, that's what I wanted y'all to hear. That's what I wanted y'all to hear. Did y'all catch that? She said, how the hell, this is what she said. I'm gonna give it to you the straight way. She said, how the hell y'all locking these people up for a bunch of this shit that they didn't do? You can't charge these kids with that. They said because this so-called gang was known for terrorizing this neighborhood and certain individuals that were connected with this alleged gang, they gave them a Trump charge. Everybody get it. That's like back in the days when they was giving 5 niggas a body. That shit don't make no fucking sense. You mean to tell me everybody got the body? That's like the Central Park case. That's like the Central Park case. Everybody get the charge? Everybody get that don't even, but anyway, back to what I was saying. They just told her, how are you going to do this to these people? And what the woman said was, I quote, appreciate that, GP. He said, grown folks content. Well, this is what she said. I quote, this is the tactics that we're using. We're going to lie. First of all, what she's saying, the district attorney is not going to let us keep arresting them on loitering charges. The district attorney is not going to keep on arresting them on misdemeanors. They're not going to be throwing out no warrants on no fucking beer or no motherfucking peeing in the street because the jails are overcrowded. So they said, we're going to hit them with some hard fucking felonies. Now they hit them with the gang conspiracy. They told them that. They said, yeah, a lot of these charges, now pay attention, this is endangering kids' lives. They said a lot of these charges will be dealt with when they go to court. As of right now, because we have the power to do this, and we feel as though, and we have the assistance of the mayor, we feel as though we have to use any tactic to put a halt on this gunfire in the street. They lying. DBN, salute. They locking our children up on Trump charges. Now pay attention. Say all of them go to jail. Some in jail a day, some in jail 2 days, some in jail a week, some in jail a month. Pay attention. What if one of them gets injured? What if one of them gets assaulted? You see what's going on with the police right now. Pay attention. They're coming in the description as menaces to society with trumped up charges against correction officers that are fearful of them anyway because of the violence pertaining to them because they're fucking children. Now pay attention to this. What if you get that phone call about your baby getting beat to death? Talk, sis. Put prayers up for your sister. That's your son. That's a fact. Think about that. No parent don't want to hear no shit about, yo, something happened to my child, or I'm no longer going to be able to see my child physically because of a trumped up charge that y'all put against my child. RP, salute. Think about that. I don't want to hear that shit. My son was beat up. My son was stabbed. My son was sexually assaulted because he's a child in the beast with some animals on a mistake. I don't want to hear that shit. But they telling you because the problem is getting so far out of control. Any tactic that they want, they're going to use for our children. So people need to start parenting.
DA says of the 20 alleged gang members indicted in this case, 10 are already incarcerated and 3 of the suspects remain at large. In the Bronx, Allie Bauman, CBS News, New York.
That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Think about it, Frank. That shit is crazy. They just told us out their mouth. So what, your child did not kill nobody? So what, your child didn't try to kill somebody? They just said that they are tired of children. They said the easiest place, the best place to go steal a car is the Bronx because 9 out of 10 times, they're releasing you from the precinct, misdemeanor, stolen property charge, death parents ticket, go to court. And they caught a bunch of guns. Bunch of guns. But what if them children ain't do nothing? My mother used to always tell me this. I never listened. She said, your company gonna get you in trouble. She said, them people don't care about you, ain't do nothing when they come. I never used to listen to my mother. I never, like certain stuff she used to say, that she'd come in one ear and run right out the other. My grandfather used to be dropping shit on me. Boy, check this out, man. Better pay attention to the people you got around you. I'm like, chill, man, we good. He was like, nah, you ain't good. He said, yo, them niggas you running with is insane. He said, so if they saying that you are the voice of these fools, that mean you insane, nigga. I ain't raised you like that. They used to break my heart conversations I would have with my grandfather. That's why I laugh sometimes. I've had a conversation with a couple of people, and I don't glorify anything. Certain things I wish I never would even had to go through, whether I was on the winning side or the losing side. That's just life. But certain things, unfortunately, that I have been through, I guess that's why I'm so to myself, because born alone, die alone. My mother always told me this. She was like, yo, you don't need no friends to get money. My mother she never liked the streets. Christian, God-fearing woman. She used to always tell me this. Why you got a bunch of niggas in my house? I'd be like, my chill, you know what I'm saying? We chilling, we smoking, la, la, la. She used to be like, yo, do I go to work with a bunch of my friends? And I didn't hear it. Like, I just didn't hear what she was saying. She said, you ever heard of me saying me and Barbara and Beverly, Samantha, we going to work. I said, no. She said, because you don't need a bunch of people around you to get no money. And they always told me, my grandmother, she always said, just because you are somebody's friend, don't mean they're yours. And that's what's going on with these children today. Because these kids ain't in the street because they want to be in the street. These kids are in the street because a lot of parents, unfortunately, we didn't get no instructions on being parents, and then them kids don't have nobody to talk to. Everything seems like it's being dictated instead of being a conversation. These are things I was so grateful to the parents I had, because I had a voice to speak what was on my mind, even if I was dead wrong. See, that makes a total difference as opposed to somebody telling you, I don't care what you have to say. See, I have family members and cousins that went trying to explain certain situations, and I got cousins and aunts, and they was like, I don't care what you're saying, shut up. And I love my mother for never doing that. She'd be like, well, you know what? This was her way. You know what? Let me hear what you got to say. She always said that shit. Like, let me hear what you got to say. She said, you're right. Before I flip off the handle, let me hear what you got to say. I usually got punched in the mouth. I ain't gonna front, because I was supposed to get punched in the mouth. Mr. I Think for Myself said when they told parents that they could no longer discipline their children, this is what began the rage against parents. I believe that to a certain extent. I believe that to a certain extent on the structure of who raised the family. I know families that never put their hands on their children. I know couples and cousins and aunts and them that have never physically had to put their hands on their children, and they turned out all right. See, I learned something about discipline. Our parents used to beat our ass when they were angry. Anybody agree with that? Our parents used to get that belt or that broom or whatever it be and beat our ass when they were angry. That I disagree with. That I disagree with. If you have to discipline your child, I understand you have to discipline your child. But I think you should discipline your child on a calm head. Because anger and disciplining your child could be misconstrued with abuse. It could be taken as abuse. I'm from that era. You talk back when you're getting your ass whooped, you're going to get hit again. I used to try to grab the belt. This is facts. This is cold-blooded facts. But let's get into this right quick. They say the dudes is the kingpins, right? And I want to do some math right quick. It's 16 ounces of anything that makes a pound. Whether it's a pound of goat, a pound of skin, a pound of chocolate, a pound of cold cuts. In totality, 16 ounces, which would be in resort to 448 grams. That's a pound. 448 grams is a pound. Any way you want to do it. How y'all feel about a lady that got pulled over with like about 3,000 pounds of cocaine?
At this hour, a Florida woman is sitting in the Jefferson County Jail on first-degree felony drug charges.
But that doesn't even begin to tell the full story. Her arrest stemming from one of the largest cocaine seizures in Southeast Texas history.
According to recent DPS numbers from the southern border, the street value of this cocaine roughly $17.3 million. The huge haul of blow found in a U-Haul trailer on I-10 eastbound between Brush Island Road and Hampshire Road in Jefferson County. The cocaine filling the entire corner of a room at BPD headquarters.
Tonight, the investigation just getting underway. KFDM's Trey Sanchez joining us live near Interstate 10 in Beaumont with this new at 10 report. Trey?
Kimberly Aaron, Interstate 10 is still considered a major route for drug traffickers. This morning, Beaumont police and a K9 showed just how true that is. This towering display of cocaine weighs nearly 1,300 pounds. The seizure stems from a traffic stop at about 7:30.
Kev Jones, salute. He said she ain't never coming home. 3,000 pounds of cocaine, she might not never live again. Because she gonna tell. Allegedly, Kev. Allegedly. But let me tell you something. You fuck up somebody's bread like that, ain't nothing to talk about. That's just hypothetically speaking, allegedly. Fair YouTube use is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Does not have to be accurate. This is just how I feel from certain things that I know. That's a lot of motherfucking money, man. And I tell you something right now. This is the most craziest shit. People don't want to believe this. They don't believe this. They do not believe this. Let me tell you something. 9 out of 10 times when a person get jammed up, they were speeding. 9 out of 10 times when a motherfucker get jammed up, they did not use their signal when they went in and out of a fucking lane. 9 out of 10 times, you could have beat the speeding ticket. You could have beat the in and out, but you're smoking weed. Or there's some paraphernalia around that gives them that sense like something is going on. Let me explain something to you. Hypothetically speaking, you ain't supposed to be doing nothing. If the speed limit is 55, you're supposed to be doing 58. I don't give a fuck how fast they going. I don't give a fuck how fast. Man, listen. I can tell you, man, listen. I don't give a fuck how fast they going. 9.5, they flying. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Especially coming through VA. Emporia and all that bullshit. Them same niggas you see going, when you get up there because you doing the speed limit, them niggas is on the side of the road with the dog trucks. Or you see a nigga in the engulf of a ditch down here to the nigga trying to spin off from the fucking police. This shit different. So I know she was speeding. I know it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts.
Thursday morning on I-10 East near mile marker 832. Investigators say the driver, 43-year-old Kedra Parker of Florida, committing a traffic violation while driving a 15-passenger van towing a U-Haul trailer. K9 RIP, seen here in a BPD photo taken several years ago.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? She was pulled over for a moving violation.
Kedra Parker of Florida committing a traffic violation while driving a 15-passenger van towing a U-Haul trailer. K9 RIP, seen here in a BPD photo taken several years ago, alerted to the presence of narcotics. A search revealed 12 black and yellow totes containing about 1,276 pounds of cocaine. Police seized the drugs, hauled Parker to jail, and began investigating to see how high up the food chain they can go. In the drug investigation, one of the largest seizures in the history of Southeast Texas. The charge is a first-degree felony. A judge will arraign Parker and set bond. Reporting live in Beaumont, Trey Sanchez. Aaron Kimberly, back to you.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough and he still told. Like, What I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Yo, shout out to Joff. This is new joint, y'all.
You call my name.
Green light, he say spin this shit, y'all.
Lyric City. Yeah. No, for real.
Got Tiger done struck again, y'all.
Yeah. They praying no one down for fuck them, these niggas needy. Believe me, these niggas is mad, they'll never be me. Don't trust them, they fail to the family, they get them DP. 6 feet buried alive, face on the white tee. Lately, I've been staying far away from these niggas cause they better. I only bring animals in the slitter. Take me where they only do linen and fine women. Take me where they only drink champagne with they dinner. Take me where niggas is hating, they can't enter. You can put your trust in niggas, see me, I don't. That bitch is only known for cheating, you think she won't? Praying for the best, we still prepared for the worst. I give them a chance to run the road. These fans don't want no smoke. Right or left, yeah, it really don't matter. Pussy, I'm good with both. Aiming death shots, I'm throwing made for your head and chest. Yes, some of the realest shit that I ever wrote. Resumes say don't play, not the people vote. Never would I let these niggas trick me out my spot. Never would I act like I'm something I'm not. Never would I tell. I remain real. Never would I. Never would I crash off the internet. These 762s, you need a bigger vest. It's time, I'ma ask you one more time, like what we doing here. Semi-automatic and tragic, I make a movie here. Gonna minimize my friends, cause niggas be moving weird. They call me, I come like job, blow me a gun. The difference is when I call niggas, they never come. But shout out to the niggas that do, they know what's up. Jesus, peace, hate for my neck, it's never tough. Take a loss and you get right back at it, don't give it up. They get money, gon' post it on the gram like who gives a fuck. Till they face down in that barrel like nigga, give it up. So much for bragging, got them fit for a casket. My energy I'm giving is what? Some niggas smash it. Why I run around with jackets?
Nah, hold up, y'all. He talking. That nigga talking. That nigga talking.
Top.
That nigga talking.
When you call my name.
Lyric City.
Yeah. No, for real. Life is good.
Yeah.
They praying no one down for fuck them, these niggas needy. Believe me, these niggas is mad, they'll never be me. Don't trust them, they fail to the family, they get them DP. 6 feet buried alive, face on the white tee. Lately, I've been staying far away from these niggas cause they better. I only bring animals in the slitter. Take me where they only do linen and fine women. Take me where they only drink champagne with they dinner. Take me where niggas is hating, they can't enter. You can put your trust in niggas, see me, I don't. That bitch is only known for cheating, you think she won't? Praying for the best, we still prepared for the worst. I give them a chance to run the road. These fans don't want no smoke. Right or left, yeah, it really don't matter. Pussy, I'm good with both. Aiming death shots, I'm throwing made for your head and chest. Yes, some of the realest shit that I ever wrote. Resumes say don't play, not the people vote. Never would I let these niggas trick me out my spot. Never would I act like I'm something I'm not. Never would I tell. I remain real. Never would I. Never would I crash off the internet. These 762s, you need a bigger vest. It's time. I'ma ask you one more time, like what we doing here. Semi-automatic and tragic, I make a movie here. Gonna minimize my friends, cause niggas be moving weird. They call me, I come like John, blow me a gun. The difference is when I call niggas, they never come. But shout out to the niggas that do, they know what's up. Jesus, peace, hate for my neck, it's never tough. Take a loss and you get right back at it, no give it up. They get money going, post it on the gram like who gives a fuck. Till they face down in that barrel like nigga, give it up. So much for bragging, got them fit for a casket. My energy I'm giving is what, tell niggas smash it. Why I run around with Jackie tucked in a jacket? The mouth shit go for a man, they can't match it. And she don't fuck with you, me either, I got a jacket. Those guns made out of plastic. Never would I let these niggas trick me out my spot. Never would I act like I'm something I'm not. Never would I tell, I remain real. Never would I, never would I crash off the internet. These 762s, you need a bigger vest. You niggas minimum wage, I need a bigger check. When it's time to perform, I'm gonna show who next.
Yo, shout out to Job. That nigga different. That nigga different. That nigga is seriously different. Shout out to Job. That nigga is seriously different. Lady Grizz, I see you in the building. City Bam, I see you in the building. Let's get into this shit with Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to the great Nipsey Hussle. But a former big CRIP has came out to speak about what they feel as though the reason why, unfortunately, he was unalive, and they implicating Big U, allegedly, as being behind it. But wait till they talk, wait till you hear about this. This doesn't make any sense. It makes sense, but it's fucked up because it shows you who you keep around you can be so dangerous. And here we go with this guy, Loose Cannon, again. Here we go with Loose Cannon again. Now pay attention to how they should not let niggas, they should not let niggas on TV. Because you have the right to remain silent, respectfully.
People is assuming that I'm saying Big U had something to do with Nipsey getting killed. That's not what it is.
Yeah, I feel like you tried to like backpedal a little bit.
Homie, they keep Nip too. Let's not forget, homie. They killed Nipsey Hussle. Eric Holder was not a lone actor in that. If you go back and follow the detail, Nip and Big U got into it.
He's a dummy, and you was dick riding, thinking me and Luke was on some bullshit, thinking 600 was on some bullshit.
I just have to try to represent the other side of the argument, so it's not totally one-sided. Honestly, I can barely defend him. I don't know.
A former CRIP member has finally come out and exposed what many in the streets been whispering for years. Big U had a major role in setting up Nipsey Hussle's death. And guess what? It wasn't just about power. It wasn't about money. According to this insider, it was straight up jealousy. See, Nipsey's name started holding more weight in the streets than Big U's, and that ego.
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day one, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a dime because it's 100% free. Day two, he realized
Big U is already in custody, and because of the RICO charges piling up, the feds are allegedly reopening the entire Nipsey Hussle case. And listen, this ain't coming from no random Reddit thread.
Pay attention. Allegedly, the Federal Bureau of Investigation is now reopening the case pertaining to unaliving situation with Mr. Nipsey Hussle. And you know what? This kind of, anybody could make a story. Any scenario could come together. But as far as something that's being said, it usually touches the pit of your stomach and it has some relevance to it. I could really, really understand everything that they're saying pertaining to jealousy. I can understand it.
Real ones in the game, people who were on the inside, are finally revealing the truth. Let's rewind the clock to 2009 when Big U and Nipsey...
Unfortunately, Unique is in jail now. Big U is in jail now. And now that he's in jail, and certain people like Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, you know what I'm saying? Like certain people that I guess allegedly had this reputation in the street for being enforcers or whatever, so be, allegedly. Pay attention. Everybody is coming now to cooperate because it seems like they want Big U to stay in jail.
Nipsey had a 10-year contract, and not just any contract. This was the kind of deal where Big U allegedly had full control over Nipsey's moves, music, image, everything. From 2009 to 2019, Big U was in the mix. And get this, that contract just so happened to expire the same year Nipsey was unalived. Coincidence? I don't think so.
So your deal with Nipsey was 10 years?
2 years.
So 10
years, 25. Publishing to Air Miss Astro.
Oh, wow. So 09 to 2019.
09 to 2019.
Now, insiders are saying Big U saw Nipsey blowing up, like really becoming a force, independent, and that right there was a problem, because Nipsey wasn't moving like the little homie anymore. He had businesses, fans, respect from OGs, and the streets were choosing him. Big U allegedly didn't like that Nip wasn't taking orders anymore. And the tension, it didn't just show up in meetings, it showed up in real street situation. So instead of uplifting Nip, he chose to clip his wings before Nipsey could fly too high. Loose Cannon dropped a bombshell. He says that Big U called him and told him Nipsey was already dead before it even happened. Luce says when Big U made the call, he sounded calm, almost like he was breaking the news early. But Luce wasn't convinced, so he made a call to check on Nipsey himself. Nipsey was alive and well at the time.
This is the part I don't understand. I got already lined up, Grizz. This is the part I don't understand. This is the part I just don't understand. Loose Cannon said this now on TV. He said that Big U, this ain't no allegedly, it's on TV. This is what he said. He said Big U called his cell phone calmly and said, yo, they just killed Nip. And Loose Cannon said out of his mouth that he hung the phone up and then called the phone of the great Nipsey Hussle, may he rest in peace, and he was alive. Live and well. He said, but 30 minutes after he spoke to him on the phone is when the tragic incident happened. Now, I don't believe in no coincidence. That's an excuse for a fucking sucker. That's an excuse for a fucking sucker. What Loose Cannon is, if that's accurate, because that's out of his mouth, if that's accurate, that Big U called him and said, yo, Nipsey Hussle is no longer with us. And then he calls Nipsey, and Nipsey picked the phone up, and then 30 minutes after he get off the phone with Nip, that situation happened. I don't believe in coincidence. That's a fact. I don't know about y'all, I don't.
They even spoke. But get this. Just 30 minutes later, Nipsey was shot and ended.
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah. Pay attention. Pay attention to this, y'all. This ain't me saying no alleged shit. Listen.
30 minutes later, Nipsey was shot and ended. Real street situation. So instead of uplifting Nip, he chose to clip his wings before Nipsey could fly too high. Loose Cannon dropped a bombshell. He says that Big U called him and told him Nipsey was already dead before it even happened. Luce says when Big U made the call, he sounded calm, almost like he was breaking the news early. But Luce wasn't convinced, so he made a call to check on Nipsey himself. Nipsey was alive and well at the time. They even spoke. But get this, just 30 minutes later, Nipsey was shot and ended.
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you.
Now hold on. Yo, dog, listen to this now. This don't sound like leading on, hypothetically. This sound like lining up. Like this sound like, it's like this don't sound like leading on. This like nigga, tell these, I want you to, nigga, that shit you was telling me, like, you know how nigga tell you some shit, and nigga, that shit you was telling, yo, tell this nigga what you was telling me, nigga. If it's that much of a truth, tell me, say it again, nigga. And listen to nigga, listen now, watch this shit, y'all, watch this.
Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yeah. And
you like
just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you and just 30 minutes.
Now, y'all remember my favorite scene? Y'all know my favorite scene from Menace Society when he told me, say, you dropped the bottle at 10:20, but they waited till 11:15 to pick it up and clean it up. He said, you know that's where you fucked up. Remember that Tech told Kane that shit? He said, you know, he said, so it was, so hold on, it was 10:45. He said, that's just how this nigga sound. And then I see you, girl. You remember that part, Kev? He said, you see right there? Check it out with the bald head. He said, Now you see right there? That's what he fucked up. One thing I learned, you got the right to remain silent. You ain't even got to tell him what your motherfucking name is if you got arrested. This is facts. If you don't tell them what your name is John Doe, motherfucker. If you're a female, your name is John Doe. They're going to wait for your fucking prince to come back. That's a fact. But you know he fucked up. Because when he asked him, pay attention, why didn't you tell Nipsey Hussle that Big U just called you and said that you were unalive? Why did they ask him that? He said, I quote, because they be off and on and because, shut the fuck up. Disrespectfully.
And the streets were choosing him. Big U allegedly didn't like that Nip wasn't taking orders anymore. And the tension, it didn't just show up in meetings, it showed up in real street situations. So instead of uplifting Nip, he chose to clip his wings before Nipsey could fly too high. Loose Cannon dropped a bombshell. He says that Big U called him and told him Nipsey was already dead before it even happened. Loose says when Big U made the call, he sounded calm, almost like he was breaking the news early. But Loose wasn't convinced, so he made a call to check on Nipsey himself. Nipsey was alive and well at the time. They even spoke. But get this, just 30 minutes later, Nipsey was shot and ended.
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yep. And
you
like just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready?
Think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then
warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be.
You know you fucked up.
We were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
That timing, it's too perfect, too precise, too suspicious. Now folks are saying Big U accidentally revealed too much, and that call might have been his biggest mistake. This is the moment that had people in the hood shook. Because for Big U to say Nipsey was gone when he was still breathing, only to have him hit shortly after, that's not a coincidence. That's a setup gone sloppy. Even Charleston White had something to say in that situation. We all know the name Eric Holder, the man convicted of unaliving Nipsey. But what if I told you that Charleston White is saying Holder didn't act alone? Charleston ain't holding back. He's saying this was a coordinated hit, and Eric was just the fall guy, a pawn. Meanwhile, the real players, they were behind the scenes pulling strings, and yes, Big U's name keeps popping up. Charleston's claims match what a lot of street
They never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy.
Let's go. Big Brooklyn shit, y'all. Big Brooklyn shit, you heard?
It's your boy. Get it pop. Outside. Big guns. I'm Bill Byers, Cool G-Rack. Crack spots in Brooklyn with an 18, raised the murder rate out in Brooklyn. Tuck robbed his own mom's church in Brooklyn. We was wild in the tunnel, niggas got their shots took.
Boy, I'm so Brooklyn, niggas know my name. Shit, they said every time a nigga missing their chain. Had to do it for the dollars, I ain't do it for fame. Had to shoot 100 niggas just to work on my aim.
We ain't aiming at your leg, no, we tapping your brain.
Leave his body on the floor, blood flow in the drain.
They light candles on his ass, we gon' spit through a game.
For 40 days, 40 nights, niggas making it rain.
You get knocked for that body, better not say a name.
Shit, we took the same oath, my chain and your chain.
I'm from the old Brooklyn, nigga, you know how we play.
This whole team get it, spread love to Brooklyn way.
I did drive-bys, nigga, book dice games, nigga. From picking after Blake Birdman to Miller.
What? Gun game sick, can't name a nigga iller. Had to fire on this nigga just to show him I was realer.
I had to fire on my man, he was fucking with the eye.
Had to fire fire on this nigga, he was talking to the cops.
Had the fire on the nigga, he was fronting on my block.
Man, I fired on this nigga, he was looking at my watch.
I'm so Brooklyn, nigga.
And when I'm out of town, they call me Brooklyn, nigga.
From Detroit to LA to NC, nigga.
From Jersey back to the Barclay, nigga. To Labor Day parades on the Parkway, nigga.
The Callaloo dumbing in the Ark, my nigga.
I remember from the lab, Lenny Spark, my nigga.
I rap East New York from the start, my nigga.
In Crown Heights, y'all got my heart, my nigga.
Now, hold up. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Crazy. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Utica Avenue, man.
Yeah. It's your boy. Did he pop?
167, highest 390. 10, boys and girls.
I'm Bill Blast, Cool T-Rat. Crack spots in Brooklyn with an 18. Raised the murder rate out in Brooklyn. Tuck robbed his own mom's church in Brooklyn. We was wild in the tunnel. Niggas got their shots took.
Boy, I'm so Brooklyn, niggas know my name. Shit they said every time a nigga missing their chain. Had to do it for the dollars, I ain't do it for fame. Had to shoot 100 niggas just to work on my aim.
We ain't aiming at your leg, double tapping your brain.
Leave his body on the floor, blood flow in the drain.
They light candles on his ad, we gon' spit through a game.
For 40 days, 40 nights, niggas making it rain.
You get knocked for that body, better not say a name.
Shit, we took the same oath, my chain and your chain.
I'm from the old Brooklyn, nigga, you know how we play.
This whole team get it, spread love the Brooklyn way.
I did drive-bys, nigga, what? Dice games, nigga. From picking after Blake Birdman, the Miller.
What? Gun game sick, can't name a nigga illa. Had to fire on this nigga just to show him I was realer.
I had to fire on my man, he was fucking with the eyes.
Had to fire on this nigga, he was talking to the cops.
Had to fire on the nigga, he was fronting on my block.
Man, I fired on this nigga, he was looking at my watch.
I'm so Brooklyn, nigga.
And when I'm out of town, they call me Brooklyn, nigga.
From Detroit to LA to NC, nigga.
From Jersey back to the Barclay, nigga. To Labor Day parades on the Parkway, nigga.
The Callaloo dumbing in the Ark, my nigga.
I remember from the lab, Lenny Spark, my nigga.
I rap East New York from the start, my nigga.
In Crown Heights, y'all got my heart, my nigga.
That shit is something different. Pardon me, y'all. That shit is something different with me. I ain't go front. Shout out to Diddy Bop, yo. If you know, you know. That shit different. That shit will make you just, what? That make you more crack a 40-year-old English. Drive up to Dykeman and get some pellet, some wood from 204th and Post. A good bag of haze. Like, that shit take you back. Yo, Shots, don't go nowhere. I'm about to end this with this shit with the Pope. I got to end this with this shit with the Pope. We got Baby Grizz in the building. Shout out to his nephew. He told me to play this joint. This is his nephew, Slim, featuring Jeremiah. Tell me how y'all feel about it. Remember, y'all heard it first. Let's go. It's for the ladies, y'all, and it's fire. Shout out to DMX, rest in peace. Tell me how y'all like this.
Contradicted about some shit I knew was wrong, but felt right. Met this young chick on 25th named Ice. Said she got a man. If she ain't happy, she ain't faithful. Scarf with the toes out, call her the sweet gangster. Nails painted white, 5'7" the height. So she live uptown, not too far from the Heights. I was heading uptown myself, like with my dog. Asked Ice if she wanted a ride. I drop her off. Pulled up to the block in the truck, right in the front. Ice man standing there on the stoop, lighting the blunt. He ain't say much. She jumped out, then I slid off. You know me, I get fly, put that shit on. Couple minutes later, I was up in Ice DM. Straight to the point, like what day is we linking? She said a man was bugging and wouldn't let her leave him. Look, that's what you get for fucking with these little niggas.
Just drop your pin and I'ma spin when you lonely. Don't overthink it, we just living in a moment. Know you ain't used to getting anything you wanted. Sneak, clean, keep it down. I get you 50, get you powder, get you CC. I'm making time to meet your needs, cause you need it. You just need some TLC when it's chilly. Sweet thing, keep it down, down.
Little boys, kid games, put up on a big range. Said she never been floor seats at a Knicks game. Big change, square off. Oh, you know my niggas from Manhattanville. Well, Amsterdam, it's a small world. So what's up? Let me get your number, I can call you up. Leave a nigga that you with and come with me, I spoil you up. All you want, promise I can make your life easy. Said she was leaving him, didn't know she was G'ing me. Caught her at the Popeyes, right next to CNC. Walking with the nigga that she claimed she would leave for me. Jumped out immediately, slip out to crash out. Crash out, crash out. You know I ain't even with that. Cause if that nigga pull up on me in the streets, I'ma probably back out. But on the strength of you and that's your little man, I ain't gonna pull up and fuck up your little plans. But let them know, never mind, yo, I need you to go. Take this dough up to 130. See, bro, get that. Come back with that, we can split that. Sit back, pop a bottle, forget that. You with that?
Just drop your pin and I'ma spin when you lonely. Don't overthink it, we just living in a moment. Know you ain't used to getting anything you wanted. Stay clean, keep it down, down. I get you 50, get you powder, get you CC. I'm making time to meet your needs, cause you need it. You just need some TLC when it's chilly. Stay clean, keep it down, I'm down. Lately things just fade away. No, got my heart, don't let it MJ. Close my eyes and still you all I see. Keep it all, don't leave and fall for me. Lately things just fade away. No, got my heart, don't let it MJ. Close my eyes and still you all I see. Keep it all, don't leave and fall for me.
You know what? That shit all changed between us.
I want to ask everybody in here something. This is the last thing, and I'm getting out of here. Tell me your opinion on this thing with the Pope. I pulled up something, did a little research on it because I didn't believe what I saw at first, but this shit is accurate, so y'all can look it up too. Appreciate you, sis. She said content is always on point. Appreciate you. This one right here is, yo, you know what I've always said? And I ain't saying this shit because I love women. I'm saying this because in the Bible, in Genesis 1:26, I'm not a Christian. I'm just telling you a quote. Holy Bible is just an acronym, just like laugh out loud, LOL. From what I was taught, is having only left you basic information before leaving Earth. So check this out. In the basic information that was leaving on Earth, it said in Genesis 1:26, they said, let us make man in our images. Facts, GP. That's what, see, everything is about to turn back around. I'll tell you, this is 2025. Check this out, it's about to happen. Let us make man in our images. In our images. So check this out. If you really up on anarchy and all that, rest in peace to my nigga Half. If you really up on certain things, it's kind of mind blowing because it all comes from a woman. Now check this out. This Pope shit. Excuse me, I ain't gonna say that. Forgive me. Unfortunately, the Pope that was in the hospital for like 37 days before he passed away the day after. Matter of fact, let's get into it. Let me get this for you. Let me get this. Let me get this for you because I just can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this because this right here, maybe I'm bugging. I don't know. So I need some talk about it. 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 I need y'all to talk to me about it. I need y'all to talk to me about it. I got to get the right one. Here it is right here. Now check this out. I told y'all I'm going to blow your mind with this one. Check this out. Let's go. Fair YouTube usage. Let's break this down. Get a little bit of speed to it. I don't need no speed. That could be no. Let's break this down. Let's go.
Francis has died. That's come from the Vatican. We just have that breaking news. Pope Francis has died. That's coming to us from the Vatican via the AFP news agency.
This is the other day. This is Monday morning.
Any more details than that? This just reaching us here at BBC News in the last few minutes that Pope Francis has died. That confirmation coming through from the Vatican and coming to us via the AFP news agency. My colleague, Rich Preston, is with me here. Rich, just bring us up to date.
Well, Lewis, as you say, this is just coming to us in the last few moments. A statement issued by Cardinal Farrell announcing with sorrow the death of Pope Francis, with these words: "Dearest brothers and sisters, with deep sorrow, I must announce the death of our Holy Father Francis at 7:35 this morning. The Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the house of the Father. His entire life was dedicated to the service of the Lord and his church. He taught us to live the values of the gospel with fidelity, courage, and universal love, especially in favor of the poorest and most marginalized." Now, the state. He taught us to live the values of the gospel with fidelity, courage, and universal love, especially in favor of the poorest and most marginalized. Now,
the meek of the earth. He said, love is going to conquer everything, but the meek of the earth has to be treated with the most of respect. Indirectly talking about black people. Allegedly. Indirectly talking about black. See, let me tell you something about that Vatican. Did y'all know that all the gods and the prophets in the Vatican are black? If you knew that in here, put dice cubes up. You think I'm joking? Go Google it. Y'all got cell phones. You got computers. Let me ask something. Did y'all know that shit? Facts. Rest in peace to have. That's a fact. Did y'all know that? The gods and everything, they're black. That's a fact, dog. You go to Rome, I'm talking about to the Vatican, where all that gold at, where all that paper, all that money. You see that jewelry them niggas be wearing? That ain't no regular jewelry. That ain't regular jewelry right there. That's different. I don't even know if the jewel is carroted. Pay attention if you watch these Catholic shows or these services that be on TV. They used to be on TV all the time in New York. I can get them on cable down here. Pay attention to the jury. Pay attention to the jury. But you see this Pope right here? Like Devon said, it's always going to be a sacrifice, allegedly. Like, you know how some of them people that like just give their life for what they know is right? Now check this out. His main objective was prosecuting of all the popes and the priests that was guilty of sexual assault to children all the way up to the adults. Do y'all remember that? Nigga put an investigation on. He put a halt to everything. That nigga disbarred. Y'all remember this? This ain't just regular talk I'm talking to you about. And then did y'all pay attention to when he opened, like they said, the door of life out there? Did y'all see that? There's a big gold door, like it's supposed to be a replica of what the interests of heaven is supposed to resemble. Y'all remember that shit? The nigga opened that door and walked up in there with y'all. That nigga is serious. They say, you know what? He just said that he was going to unveil different lies that's been covered up for years. Now pay attention. This man allegedly had double pneumonia. This is facts. This ain't no alleged. I'm just saying allegedly what they said he had double pneumonia. They said he had double pneumonia. He checked out the hospital. They said he was feeling better. He checks out the hospital, right? He gets to rocking and rolling, doing what he got to do. He's appearing to be feeling better because that's what he told. He discharged himself. They told him it was against their will. He'll chill. Check this out. They wanted him to sit down and rest for 2 to 3 months. Just rest. No straining of his voice. Nothing that was going to inflame or enrage his lungs. He's walking around with double pneumonia. Was he as pure as he said he was? Who knows? Was he regretful for things he may have involved himself in when he was a younger priest, before he became pope? Because he was so adamant with going against everything that's been concealed so long when it comes to priests and popes and monks and nuns. You know, a lot of secrets are starting to be revealed. But did you pay attention that he was 88 years old? But let me tell you some deep shit. Let me tell you some deep shit. They trying to reset time. Y'all don't even know where we at. Where we at right now? What year is it? Everybody in here, tell me what year is it? Type in the chat, what year is it? What year is it? See if some people in here. See if some people in here. You know what I'm saying? If you're here. What year is it? I'm gonna look at my phone too. See that? I'll do it for y'all too. Y'all tell me what year is it? I got 2025. But what if I told you it was only 1728? Remember, they remember every year there's a take away an hour, and then there's a added on hour. Pay attention. Then we have a leap year, because some months we only have 28 days. Now I'm gonna give y'all some weird, I'm gonna blow your mind. There are only 28 days in February, and that's the day it's supposed to be. But pay attention, some years it's 29. Grid said time don't exist, it's only clocks. Now pay attention. That's a cold-blooded facts, GP. He pulled up some deep shit. It did used to be 13 months, and all of the months had 28 days. That's a fact. All of them had 28 days. They just erased all of that and put it to that one particular day because they know the truth. Because the conscience of them having to give homage to something they don't want to give homage to, Black History Month. Black History Month, we got to give them that day because of certain things that we may have or may not have taken away from them. So pay attention to this. Since y'all pay attention to that. Back in 1582. Anybody know who the Pope was? It was Pope Gregory the 13th. This is where the shit crazy. It was Pope Gregory the 13th. He made this thing called the Gregorian calendar. Pay attention. His name is Gregory. Gregory, the Gregorian calendar, just like Jesus Christ, Christianity. Okay, boom. He made the Gregorian calendar. This is a calendar that X'd out the calendar of 13 months that was made by Julius Caesar, called the Julian calendar. You can Google all this shit. This is facts. So what Julius Caesar had brought forth of 13 months, because we're going to get into that 13, the Pope Gregory the 13th said, nah, we can't do that. We're going to rewrite this because we're supposedly getting more in line with the sun. This is facts. This is facts. You can Google all this shit. Pay attention. Pope Gregory the 13th, 1582 is when he put together the new Gregorian calendar. They totally abolished, pay attention, Julius Caesar's calendar because it proclaimed 13 as it was supposed to. The reason why they had to eliminate and demonize the number 13, remember they always say Friday the 13th. No, that's not a bad number. That's a beautiful number for Black people. Because this is where I be thinking sometimes, did we come from women? Because the number 13 represents divine femininity. It's a fact. The divine royal body of a woman. But they couldn't put, quote unquote, that woman on top. See, I heard this. I heard a lady break this down. Yo, this shit touched my heart. She was talking about Adam and Eve. She said the reason why God did not create Eve from Adam's head is because he didn't want a woman that was going to be compatible to her mate. The reason why God didn't create Eve from the feet of the man is because a woman should never be trampled on or walked upon or mistreated. Now listen to the beauty and the most protection about the women. But he created women from our rib. This is allegedly what went down. God created women. He rewarded man with a woman because he gave Adam an empty space. He told Adam to declare his love to him. So Adam started planting things, growing trees, flowers, and herbs. He rewarded him with animals, grazing and growing things, building things, trees and all that, coverage. And then he rewarded him with a woman. He said, so he took that woman from the rib, but this is the part that's overlooked about the rib. The potential of the rib is so protective when it comes to your outer parts of your body, even to your heart. Your rib cage. Do you know how much pounds of pressure it takes to get to that rib cage to break that shit? When your vital organs are inside of that shit? And do you know if you do not have a rib cage, your structure will fall over. You'll be limp. You wouldn't be able to stand erect. If the wrist wasn't here, as in resemblance to the rib cage, which is supposed to be the woman, this would automatically fall. That's why I've always questioned the whole situation about, is it a council of people? Is it women and men? That's what made me dig deeper into the history. Like I said, I'm about to do a show on Malachi York. Shout out to my homegirl, Besma. That's her father. I remember she gave me a book from him called The Mind. I got to get into this cat. He supposedly ran a cult. If you pay attention to the TV show called Ruthless by Tyler Perry, allegedly, this is about him. His name was Malachi York. They called him Dr. York. He used to be a singer. But then he got into enlightenment and started unifying Black people. And then he was deemed to be a sexual predator and a cult leader and served 135 years. But let's get back to this Pope. When the Gregorian calendar replaced Julian Caesar calendar, it totally erased 10 days off of Julius Caesar's calendar. The reason why it erased 10 days off of Julius Caesar's calendar, because they said that the time was supposed to be better to be aligned for us to be straight up with the sun. More bullshit. Religion is always lined up with the sun. They got this thing called a phantom of time hypothesis. I think it's called a phantom of time hypothesis. a phantom of time hypothesis, some shit like that. It's some bougie word called for some made up time. For 297 years, that supposedly that was written into our history that never fucking happened. Ain't that some shit? 297 years? Tyson, salute. So if it was 297 years that was just formulated to make his story, his version of life seem complete, that means we should be in 1728, not 2025. Because check this out, I'm gonna give y'all some shit. I went some research on this. In Ethiopia, they believe that in this time, we're in 2025, but in Ethiopia, you can Google this, they believe that it's 2017. Check this out. In China, they believe that it's the year 4,722. When it comes to the Hebrews, they believe that it's 5,700, the year 5,785. And when it comes to the Mayans, the Indians, their time schedule has nothing to do in the lines with us. So what the fuck is going on? The Pope comes out. He's supposed to be the one that realign everything pertaining to what? The scandal that was going on over there in the Vatican. But he's no longer here. So pay attention. Guess who's running the shit now? Damn near the people allegedly that was under investigation for all the allegations against the people. That's the fact, Tyson. It's a cold-blooded matrix. Big guy, I see you in the building. It's a cold-blooded matrix. But listen to how they spoke about this man. Let's go.
And the statement goes on to say, with immense gratitude for his example as a true disciple of the Lord Jesus, we commend the soul of Pope Francis to the infinite, merciful love of the one and true God. So that statement coming to us from the Vatican. Now, of course, Pope Francis, as many people will be aware, recently spent a considerable time in hospital with double pneumonia, including during that period being on oxygen for extended periods of time. There was a lot of concern about the Pope's health then, of course. He was released from hospital relatively recently. He did not take part in the Easter celebrations yesterday. He was there. He wrote the sermon, but he didn't give the sermon himself. We did see the Pope touring around in the Pope Mobile, seeing crowds, greeting people in St. Peter's.
See, shout out to China. I see you in the building, beloved. First of all, I want to know one thing. If he discharged himself from the hospital and allegedly, supposedly, they say that he had double pneumonia, how is he allowed to be around so many people, face open like that? So that was his judgment, that was his call. But the day after Easter, you don't do the Easter Mass, but the Monday after that, he's pronounced no longer with us. Rest in peace to him. But like I said, was he so persistent against the foulness that was done to all the people because he was just a man of God, or was that guilt? Because you notice, I noticed something. When it comes to people's health, before I get out of here, when it comes to people's health, when they understand, when they have the true understanding in their head that they have a time period that's known of. See, it's a difference. Don't nobody know when they're going to pass away. But if a doctor in your body is in conclusion with the doctor says, oh, you got about 5 months to live, that's a hell of a motherfucking burden on your head, especially if some things that you did in your life, some people, at the end, they don't want to go wherever they're going without getting that off their soul. Pay attention. He started opening doors. He put the investigation on hundreds of priests and nuns in a sexual scandal. And this is supposed to be godly people, people of cloth. Tyson said, nah, he feel as though the Pope was guilty too. Because I said to myself, allegedly, we don't know because of his age, what is he partaking in when he was younger? Matter of fact, let's get to this. What was done to him? If it was generation after generation of this unjust done to people that was in love with God, pay attention. These sadistic people were using the fact that people were in love with God for their personal gain of sexual pleasure, sadistic shit. They should all be penalized. They should all be penalized. It shouldn't even be, that's just my opinion. It shouldn't even be no investigation. Yo, check this out. You know about that? Like Dredd said, burn him too. Burn him too. Burn him too. Shout out to everybody that came in the building tonight. Appreciate y'all for holding me down. Y'all know a boy got to go to work tomorrow. I'm not even upset with it. I'm more upset with the fact that the Knicks lost last night. I'm not even going to get into that. Shit kind of got me in my feelings. I ain't going to front. It's a little grumpy today at the job, especially people that know who I am when it comes to the New York Knicks. It was like, yo, you good? Nah, I'm not. And I ain't have to give nobody 10 seconds, so I hope I don't have to give nobody no 10 seconds now when it comes to the New York Knicks, because I'm feeling real petty when it comes to them. But we tied like shoestrings. We tied like shoestrings. If you know anything about me, it's NY till I die. Appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building. Love, peace, and hair grease. Stay safe. Brooklyn.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?